Heinrich Paul Christian Richard Eckermann was an officer of the German Imperial Navy, rising to Vizeadmiral in the First World War. Life. Eckermann was the fourth child of the Justice Councillor Rudolf Eckermann and his wife Marie. He was born in Ratzeburg, but in 1864 his parents moved to Flensburg, then in 1867 to the naval town of Kiel. From 1869 to 1881 he attended the Kieler Gelehrtenschule, moving to the Ibiza in 1881 and finally enrolling as a naval cadet on 12 April 1881. His first postings were to SMS Niobe, SMS Mars and SMS Friedrich der Grosse, as well as to the Marineschule in Kiel. After being made a sea cadet, he was posted to SMS Leipzig, remaining with it for 2 years on its posting to the Far East. After returning home from that trip, he was promoted to Unterleutnant zur See in November 1884 and posted to the officer training course at the Marineschule. A series of short postings to training ships followed, taking him to the West Indies and the Mediterranean as well as the North Atlantic. He then traveled to North and South America and the West Indies for 18 months on board SMS Ariadne. He was then sent on a longer posting to the Marine Detachment and the Artillery Prüfungskommission in Berlin. During this time he was temporarily in command of the torpedo boat V6, traveling between Berlin and Potsdam on the rivers Elbe, Havel and Spree, and remaining on standby to transport the Kaiser. In this position he fired a torpedo on the Havelsee in front of the Imperial family and received his first decoration, the 4th class of the Order of the Crown, presented personally by the Crown Prince. His Berlin posting was followed by a series of shorter postings to training ships in the Matrosen Division and in the Torpedo Abteilung in Wilhelmshaven, as first officer on the SMS Brems, the fishery protection on the North Sea, and as commander of torpedo boats at various training and active divisions. In April 1894 Eckermann was promoted to Captain Lieutenant and traveled to South America on the steamer München to join SMS Arcona as its navigation officer. This posting lasted 18 months in South America and the Far East, during which he later moved to SMS Marie. After returning home, Eckermann was made Kompanieuer in the 3. Marine Artillery Abteilung in Lehr-bei Bremerhaven. In 1897 he married Marie-Louise Statlander, daughter of the Prussian vice-consul, ship-owner and shipbroker Johann Statlander, and his wife Rebecca. Eckermann and his wife had 2 children. In the years which followed he was ordered to join the Reichsmarineamt in Berlin and served as first officer of the SMS AGIR. From March 1902 to June 1903 he commanded SMS Panther. His first trip with this ship was up the Rhine to Dusseldorf for the World Exhibition there. He and the ship then sailed to the West Indies and South America, where the ship sank the Haitian gunboat Creta Piero, joined the naval blockade of Venezuela and carried out a lengthy bombardment of the Venezuelan Fort San Carlos in 1903. The battle started when the fort's gunners opened fire on Panther when she was crossing the sandy bar of Maracaibo Lagoon. The Captain Eckermann replied the fire, but the shallow waters prevented Panther from making an effective bombardment. Inside the fort, as 2 of the gunners managed to score several hits at Panther with their 80mm Krupp gun, causing considerable damage to the ship. After half an hour of exchanging fire, the Panther retreated. The President Cipriano Castro claimed this as a victory, and in response the German commander sent the SMS Veneto with heavier weapons to destroy the fort. From 1903 to 1906 he was back at the Reichsmarineamt in Berlin. He next commanded SMS Brandenburg, SMS Braunschweig and SMS Schwaben. In autumn 1910 he became Oberwurf Director of Kaiserliche Werft Wilhelmshaven, holding that position until March 1914. From March to August 1914 he was inspector of the torpedo force at Kiel. Shortly after the start of World War I, from 12 to 31 August 1914, he was commander of the 6th Squadron. On 13 October 1914 he was promoted to Vice-Admiral, a special friend of von Tirpitz. Eckermann was an unconditional supporter of offensive warfare and unrestricted submarine warfare and disliked the restraint imposed on the German Navy early in the war. He tirelessly worked to change this. Its first offensive operations, the bombardment of the English coast, were on his initiative. For the 12th of September 1914 to the 3rd of February 1915 he was Chief of Staff to the German High Seas Fleet, and from the 16th of February to the 19th of June 1915 commander of the I Battle Squadron. He then fell seriously ill and retired on the 10th of July 1915. He died on the 13th of January 1916 in Kiel, one day after receiving the Iron Cross First Class ranks.